Before moving on to anything else, I would like to fix some of the major issues with the attack system. Special thanks to Liu Xing for pointing them out. I'm sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce your name, but thanks. I also added the environment here. Just some basic shapes I made using Pro Builder. You can download everything in the links below. The first thing I would like to fix is the repeating death animation thing. Okay. You don't want the enemy to keep doing the death animation. I think a few lines of code is going to fix that. I'm going to go into the damage detector. In here, I'm going to create a public variable, an integer called damage taken. In the beginning of the game, we always want it to start at 0. And if we go down, let me just get rid of this. If we go down to the take damage function, every time we take damage, we increase the number of damage taken. Okay. Right now, everything pretty much dies in one hit, so this is going to be a temporary code. If damage taken is more than 0, we don't do anything. Later we can change this into a float value or turn it into some kind of an HP system, but for now I think this is going to do. So if I go back to Unity and click play, once the enemy dies, it's no longer going to go into the death animation. Okay. And there is another major issue with the scriptable objects. If I go into the folder, state scripts, and if I look at something like jump, now this script is basically a generic ability that any player can use, but this variable right here is specific to a single character. We don't want to save this in a generic scriptable object. I'm going to go into my characters folder, and I want to create a separate script for saving player specific data. I'm going to call it animation progress, and I'm going to put it into the YBot, animation progress. I'm going to apply. I'm going to go into the code, animation progress, start with the namespace as always. And for variables like this, I want to get rid of it and put it here. Public bool jumped. Okay. And we're going to get the data from the character control instead of from the scriptable object itself. So get the character control. And I'm going to go into the character control script, press F12, and I want to be able to access the animation progress, call it animation progress, and in the beginning, we want to say get component. So we have the variable. I'm going to go back to jump. So control animation progress jumped. Just got to change the variable from the scriptable object to the character control. Get rid of all the unnecessary code. So here we just copy paste the new variable. Okay. Let me go back to Unity and click play. Everything should be exactly the same. I'm going to try jumping. Okay. I'm going to copy paste or duplicate the Y-bot. Just to test it, and I'm guessing should work exactly the same. Okay, looks good. Let me just get rid of it. I'm gonna go back to the code and look for some of the other variables that shouldn't be in the scriptable objects. Okay, shake camera. We also want this to be character specific, so delete it. I'm gonna go into the animation progress and have a public bool called camera shaken. And we just get the data from the character control. Okay. Progress, camera shaken. Okay, and I just gotta copy paste the variable. Let me also copy paste the character control. Okay. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. This is also specific to every player or every character, except I don't think this is going to be a bool variable. I'm going to create a list of spawned, forgot the enum, pull object type, pull object list. We're pretty much going to do the same thing, except instead of looking at the variable, we want to check the list. So every time we spawned the object, we look at the list. Okay. And we want to add the object type into the list. Okay. If the list already contains the object type, this is just a failsafe. We don't do anything. When we exit the animation, we want to remove the object from the list. First, we get the character control, as always. Remove the object type at the end. Don't need it here. Again, instead of looking at the variable, we want to look at the list. respawn the object if it's not included in the list. Oops. Okay, let's save everything and go back to Unity. And I'm gonna test the hammer. Should be the same. We're just changing where the data is getting saved. Okay. Let me duplicate a player. Shouldn't make any difference. Okay, looks good. And let me check the script again, see if there's anything else. I'm guessing that is everything. And let me go back to Unity because I want to address a question that was asked regarding the attack info. I'm going to duplicate the player, turn it 180. If I play and attack, they're both going to die. There was a question about the attack info. So here we have both of the attack info staying in the manager because they never got cleared because the player died before it had a chance to clear them. But this is not really an issue because if I attack with another player, where's the blue guy? So if I attack with him, okay, if I attack, they're just gonna get cleared. These empty attack info, they get cleared whenever the attack script is run. So far I don't see any problem with this. I might change it later on, but for now I think it's all right. And I'm thinking this error is coming from the player simply not having the animation progress that we just wrote. Okay, so I'm just going to add the animation progress, apply all, and if I turn on manual input for the blue player as well, things should be the same. Okay, looks good. Now I just need to get rid of the duplicate. We don't need it. And everything should be normal. Oops. Okay. This is just a dummy, so I'm not paying any attention to it. The yellow player is working fine, so I'm happy about that. There's a few more issues that I need to take care of, and I think I'm going to do that in the next video. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments. Bye-bye.